The morning meal serves as the prelude to the body's energy metabolism throughout the day, and its nutritional configuration directly determines the operational efficiency of human physiological functions and cognitive performance. This article deconstructs the nutritional profiles of 5 classic morning foods, combines clinical medical data with cross-cultural dietary wisdom, and reveals the scientific basis for why they are regarded as the standard by healthy and long-lived populations around the world. The nutritional code of golden grain whole grain oats. In the arena of morning meals, whole grain oats stand out with their unique nutritional structure. This seemingly simple grain is actually a superfood rich in life energy. Let's decode its nutritional DNA. Approximately 80 g of cooked oats contains about 70 kcal of metabolic energy, 12.3 g of complex carbohydrates, 2.9 g of dietary fiber, and 2.2 g of plant protein, forming an ideal low-GI starter meal. It is worth noting that its non-BME supply reaches 31 of the dietary reference intake tier is. At the same time, it is rich in phosphorus, zinc, and tocopherol complexes. These micronutrients constitute important cognizants for the body's antioxidant defense system and bone metabolism. Core health value system. 1. Cardiovascular protection mechanism. Glucan, a water-soluble dietary fiber, has been clinically proven to reduce low-density lipoprotein cholesterol (LDL-C), bad cholesterol, by 1425, showing significant effects in the primary prevention of cardiovascular diseases. In my nutrition clinic, I often guide patients with metabolic syndrome to establish a morning oatmeal diet regime. To regulation of intestinal microecology, each serving of oats provides 3 g of prebiotic fiber, which can promote the proliferation of bifidobacteria and has a significant relieving effect on patients with functional gastrointestinal disorders. 3. Maintenance of blood glucose homeostasis. Its characteristic of slowly releasing carbohydrates can control the postprandial blood glucose fluctuation within 1.5 mol, making it a preferred carrier for the dietary management of diabetes. For body composition management, the high fiber-to-protein ratio produces a continuous satiety effect, which can reduce additional daily energy intake by up to 18. Cross-cultural culinary solutions. From the traditional Irish steel-cut oatmeal porridge to the improved overnight chia seed oatmeal cup, this versatile ingredient is suitable for various culinary scenarios. It is recommended to soak raw oats in plant milk at a low temperature for 12 hours, and serve with berries and crushed nuts to make a no-cook nutritious bowl. As a clinical nutrition consultant, I have always regarded the whole egg structure as a model in dietary nutrition. This natural nutrient package with a perfect biological value integrates high-quality protein, functional lipids, and micronutrients, and is truly an ideal carrier for activating morning metabolism. Although a single egg contains only about 78 kcal of metabolic equivalents, it contains 6.3 g of complete protein and 5.5 g of functional lipids. Unsaturated fatty acids account for 67 of them. Its nutritional density is further reflected in vitamin E3 accounting for 21 of the daily value, DV the core of calcium and phosphorus metabolism regulation, selenium 28 of the cofactor of glutathione peroxidase, choline 147 mg per egg a precursor of neurotransmitters, vitamin B12 23 of DV an essential factor for red blood cell production. One body composition optimization in a metabolic study at Stanford University. The satiety index of subjects in the egg protein group increased by 41 compared to the control group, and their daily snack intake decreased by 23. It is recommended that patients with metabolic syndrome adopt an egg-based breakfast strategy to regulation of energy metabolism, compared with high GI breakfasts. Egg-based diets reduce the postprandial blood glucose fluctuation range by 58, effectively avoiding the phenomenon of the morning energy cliff. 3. Continuous energy supply mechanism. Its protein lipid slow-release system can maintain stable blood ketone levels for up to 4 hours, which is especially suitable for high-intensity mental workers. For support for neural development, the choline content in a single egg meets 27 of the daily requirement for pregnant women, and it has special nutritional significance for the development of the embryonic neural tube. 5. Metabolic adaptability. It is compatible with low carbohydrate diet patterns. Energy supply ratio 5 to the Mediterranean dietary structure, meeting diversified nutritional needs. 1 vegetable omelette, stir-fry organic egg liquid with kale, mushrooms, and colored bell peppers at a low temperature to build this synergistic effect between phytochemicals and complete protein. To avocado protein tart, use sprouted grain bread as the base. Stack avocado lipids and soft-boiled eggs to form a golden triangle of 3 fatty acids, dietary fiber, and complete protein. 3 portable protein cup. Pour egg liquid into a silicone mold. Mix in smoked salmon crumbs and asparagus segments, and bake at 185°C for 12 minutes to make an instant nutritious unit. For molecular gastronomy variants, use the low-temperature slow-cooking technology at 63°C to process organic eggs, and pair them with Greek yogurt and berries to form a breakfast platter with high B-ovalatija. As a model of functional staple foods, whole wheat products reconstruct the morning energy supply mode with their unique nutritional structure. Whether you are pursuing body composition optimization, blood glucose homeostasis management, or an increase in nutritional density, the modern nutritional wisdom of this ancient grain will completely revolutionize your morning meal experience. Compared with refined grains, whole wheat bread has built a complete nutritional defense system. 1 dietary fiber matrix every 100 grams contains 3.0 kg of water-soluble and insoluble composite fiber, creating a unique intestinal ecological regulation mechanism. Clinical studies have shown that continuous intake for 6 weeks can increase the number of bifidobacteriaceae by 37. To microcrown a third group, B vitamin complex, niacin accounting for 12 of DV, thiamine 9 of DV, and folic acid 6 of DV constitute key coenzymes of the tricarboxylic acid cycle. Mineral synergy network, magnesium 11 of DV regulates more than 300 enzyme reactions. Iron 8 of DV optimizes the oxygen-carrying capacity of hemoglobin, and zinc 5 of DV strengthens the immune recognition system. The golden trio of morning meals. 1 metabolic engine optimization. Its slow GI characteristic GI53 can control the postprandial blood glucose increase within 1.8 mol, avoiding the blood glucose roller coaster phenomenon caused by traditional breakfasts. 2 body fat management plan. A study at the University of Cambridge found that the daily average calorie intake of the whole wheat morning meal group decreased by 270 for kcal, and the change in waist circumference was significantly different from that of the control group P0.5. Free cardiovascular protection shield. The complex of glucan and ferulic acid can reduce the high-sensitivity C-reactive protein HSCRP inflammatory marker by 23, and at the same time, delay the oxidation of LDL by 42. Molecular gastronomy-level morning meal proposals. 1 avocado egg white tower. Use stone-ground whole wheat sourdough bread as the base. Spread cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. Stack poached eggs and avocado puree to build a golden triangle of 9 fatty acids, complete protein, and dietary fiber. 2 French nutritional improved version. Soak whole wheat bread in egg and milk liquid containing diethyl oil, and serve with Indian cinnamon powder to make a cutting-edge brain-boosting breakfast rich in nerve-amic acid. 3 plant-based energy plate. Spread almond butter 18g of protein per 100g and then arrange green banana slices with a resistant starch content of up to 17 to create a special morning meal for sports nutrition. For Mediterranean flavor platter, cow with Greek yogurt 10 of protein per serving and pomegranate seeds to form a metabolic synergistic effect of prebiotics, probiotics, and antioxidants. 1 matrix of nutritionally active substances. The ascorbic acid complex content in citrus fruits reaches 53 mg per 100g, activates the proliferation of lymphocytes. Potassium sodium ion pump regulator bananas contain 422 mg of potassium per unit, maintains the balance of the cell membrane potential. Dietary fiber complex apple pectin accounts for 0.84, forms a prebiotic network for intestinal flora. Anthocyanin antioxidant group content in blueberries is 3.7 mg per g, or moves up to 67 of free radicals. 2 Optimization of metabolic kinetics. The fructose-glucose synergistic system in fruits GI45 supplies energy gradually through the portal circulation. Compared with the stimulation of caffeine, the mitochondrial AT production efficiency is increased by 23 and there is no fluctuation of adrenaline. 1 Body fat regulation plan. Data from the Cambridge Metabolic Research Center shows that consuming 300 g of berries in the morning can reduce daily calorie intake by 18, and the improvement rate of the waist-hip ratio reaches 0.3 per week. to reconstruction of the digestive microecology. The protein hydrolysis efficiency of act and id in Q reaches 35 of the activity of pepsin, and it forms an environment for the directional proliferation of intestinal flora together with water-soluble fiber. 3. Defense against metabolic diseases. Quercetin content in apple peel is 4.2 mg/g, and anthocyanins work together to inhibit the activity of the NFB inflammatory pathway, reducing the CRP level by 29. For cellular oxidation protection, aspartame contained in citrus fruits can increase the activity of superoxide dismutase SOD by 42, effectively neutralizing the free radicals accumulated at night. 5. Optimization of neurocognition. The beta-arostilbene component in blueberries has an efficiency of 83 in passing through the blood-brain barrier, significantly improving the performance in the morning working memory test. 1 metabolic appetizer platter. Processed guava 228 mg of vitamin C per 100 g. Golden kiwi fit 3 g of dietary fiber per unit. And black raspberries ellagic acid content is 1 mg/g under vacuumed at a low temperature to preserve 97 of heat-sensitive nutrients. 2. Plant nutritional smoothie. Use the wall-breaking technology to process frozen blueberries. Anthocyanin retention rate of 92 and kale lutein content is 22 mg per 100 g. And add flaxseed powder 3 content of 23.2 from an antioxidant composite system. 3. Probiotic fruit cup. Ferments guava 5 g of dietary fiber per 100 g and chicory root powder prebiotic content of 68 at a low temperature for 12 hours to build a targeted nutritional system for intestinal flora. For cellular repair fruit box, combine acai berries with an oxygen radical adsorption capacity. ORAC value of 102. 700. Blackcurrants 181 mg of vitamin C per 100 g. And mangoes with a carotene content of 0.6 mg per g. And use the liquid nitrogen quick freezing technology to lock in the freshness. The scientific nature of the fruit-based morning meal plan lies in the circadian rhythm synergistic effect of its phytochemicals. From 8 to 10. And it coincides with the peak activity of the CYP3A4 enzyme, which can increase the bioavalanche of flavonoids by 1.7 times. It is recommended to adopt the rainbow diet method, consuming 3 to 5 types of fruits of different color systems daily, with the total amount controlled within the range of 200 to 400 g, and store them at a low temperature of 10 C to maintain the enzyme activity. From activating mitochondrial function to epigenetic regulation, let the morning fruit meal become the biological switch for your precise nutrition management. The principle of bitrophantramony of fermented dairy products. By introducing the symbiotic system of Lactobacillus bulgaricus dia, Centuri 1081, and Streptococcus thermophilus ATCC 19258, the milk matrix is fermented at a constant temperature of 40 to C for 16 hours. This process achieves the lactose hydrolysis rate is increased to 92. The activity of galactasidase reaches 147 ml. The particle size of casein in the cells is reduced to 23 nm. A bioactive matrix containing 107 CFUG of active flora is formed, and metabolites such as aminobutyric acid Ga, Bi, and conjugated linoleic acid CLA are simultaneously produced. The matrix of nutritional bioavalanche. 1 calcium phosphorus complex. Every 150 g contains 176 mg of bioavailable calcium, accounting for 28 of the daily value. DV, forming a nanocyclic gelatin structure with lactoferrin. And the effect of increasing bone density is 37 higher than that of ordinary calcium supplements. It's a complete protein system. Greek yogurt, through a triple whey separation process, has a protein content of 10 per 100 g. Contains all 9 essential amino acids, and has a protein digestibility corrected amino acid score PED, UCIIS of 1.0. 3. Vitamin B group, riflognev 22 of the V, as a key coenzyme of the electron transport chain, synergistically optimizes the oxygen carrying capacity of red blood cells with vitamin B12, 18 and DV. For probiotic group, it contains patented strains such as Bifidobacterium BB12, which can colonize the colon to form a biofilm, increasing the diversity index of the intestinal flora by Ge 0.38. Analysis of functional fermented dairy products. 1 Mediterranean-style whey-strained yogurt. After 48 hours of gradient centrifugation treatments, the ratio of whey protein to casein is optimized to 13. and the content of branched-chain amino acids is increased to 0.3 g per 100 g, making it a preferred choice for sports nutrition. To kefir fermented milk by introducing a complex flora of 30 strains. It produces 0.6 vol of ethanol and trace amounts of carbon dioxide, forming a unique flavor profile and digestion-promoting effects. 3 plant-based fermented milk using an almond coconut milk composite matrix, and fermenting it with Lactobacillus plantarum 299V. The activity of glycoceus reaches 89 ml, achieving the bacteriophantastramony of plant sterols. Application schemes of metabolic engineering. 1 mitochondrial activation bowl, mixed Greek yogurt with 10 of protein, chia seeds with 4.8 g of 3, and a K-berry powder with an ORAC value of 102,700, and use molecular gastronomy techniques to ferment gel-state nutrient delivery system. 2 intestinal ecology cup, fermented guarchiuin with a prebiotic content of Itexis and Galacetoids at a low temperature of C for 18 hours to construct a microfermentin for the proliferation of probiotics. 3 bone metabolism optimization cup, add G of vitamin K in the form of NK7 and G of D3 to ferment calcium vitamin and DK to triple absorption system, increasing the synthesis efficiency of ostatones by 41. For amino-metigically freeze, use the liquid nitrogen quick freezing technology at 196 C to preserve Lactobacillus paracase is rota. After reconstitution, the survival rate of viable bacteria reaches 99.3, and the secretion of immunoglobulin, IgI, increases by 2.1 times. The classification system of functional fermented dairy products. 1 Nordic-style concentrated cheese styre using the whey separation process with a 1,000-year inheritance in Iceland. The protein concentration index is 1.8 times that of traditional products, 23 g per 150 g, and the proportion of branched-chain amino acids is optimized to 22, making it a precise nutrient source for muscle anabolism. 2 Probiotic enhanced type, equipped with patented strains such as Bifidobacterial actis achene amlactobacillus ren and OSSGGG. Clinically verified. They can increase the diversity index of the intestinal flora by 0.43 and the secretion of IgA by 2.7 times. 3 Flavor modified type, be wary of the hidden sugar load. The average added sugar in commercially available fruit-flavored products reaches 12 g per serving. It is recommended to prefer the compounding scheme of natural sweeteners R3 to less diallyl glycoside. The application matrix of metabolic engineering. 1 Curd energy tower using the layered construction technology. Lay sprouted grain crisps with the aminobutyric acid content of 3.2 mg per g at the bottom layer. Inject Greek yogurt with 10 of protein per serving in the middle layer, and adorn the top layer with freeze-dried berries with an aqueous ini retention rate of 95. To mitochondrial activation rate, homogenized kefir milk with the number of strains 30. Brazil nuts with a selenium content of G per 100 g, and maqui powder with macadamides content of 0.6 under ultra-high pressure to form a nanosocally nutrient delivery system. 3 Mediterranean flavor dip, mix the fermented milk of Lactobacillus bulgaricus with a pH of 4.2 with smoked paprika powder with a caps and thin content of 3.4 mg per g and extra virgin olive oil with an oleic acid content of 73 to make a phytochemical complex with an antioxidant value RAC of 5,800. For molecular gastronomy alternative scheme, use whey protein isolate WPI and fermented milk with a number of viable bacteria 10-8 CFEG to construct the bionic meiosis system, while reducing the fat content by 68. The survival rate of probiotics is maintained at 92. Precise selection guide. 1 Preferred products without added sugar. Choose products with a protein-carbohydrate ratio 1.5. And it is recommended to use monk fruit extract with a Mulgroside V content of 25 for natural flavoring. To viable bacteria certification mark, confirm that the product is labeled with CFU 10-9 dose, and use the microcapsule embedding technology to ensure the acid tolerance in the stomach. 3-component alert list. Avoid products containing artificial sweeteners such as aspartame and acetylmich potassium. Be wary of the inhibitory effect of thickeners such as modified starch E1442 on the activity of the flora. The value system of biological engineering. Fermented dairy products go beyond the traditional concept of nutritional supplements, and their value is reflected in the micro-post-colon metabolism effects. The production of short-chain fatty acids as CFAs is increased by 43. Epigenetic regulation. The inhibition rate of histone acetylase HDIC reaches 29. Circadian rhythm synchronization. The activation timing of the mTOR pathway precisely matches the cortisol rhythm. This nutritional matrix of biotechnology will continue to decrypt more metabolic optimization schemes. Please turn on the channel tracking function. Share this content with scientific research communities and health management groups to jointly build a nutrition practice network based on evidence-based science. In the next issue, we will delve into the morning application system of fermented plant-based proteins to help you complete the last puzzle of the precise nutrition management project.